Hello everybody, it's Susan here. So join me today for your Pilates Gentle Flow. This is about a 10 to a 15-minute lesson, and it will be designed just to get you moving the Pilates way. So once you familiarize with what feels good for your body, you can then gradually build up to a group class. All you're going to need is a yoga mat, a Pilates mat in a comfortable space. And of course, I highly recommend a yoga block. This will help support the head and the neck if you are not able just right now to come into flexion, or if you need to have a little bit of a mini break. So again, it's a gentle Pilates flow. We're going to begin in a seated, comfortable position. And you're going to find what feels good for you. So I occasionally have some people that like to sit with one leg out, both legs out in front, or just simply crossed with the ankles further forward. So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. Hips are stacked, shoulders, chest is open, and we're going to start a little bit of breathing. So we're going to place our hands on the rib cage and breathe in through the nose. As you exhale, open the lips and blow out. Breathing in to the side of the body. And as you exhale from the lips, abdominals will engage. This is a 360 breath. Even though we're breathing in laterally, we're expanding front, sides and back. And as we exhale, everything draws back in. And again, breathe in and exhale. We're going to begin with some arm movements. So we're going to turn the right palm up with the elbow soft, left palm down gently by the side of you, and just find a side bend. You're pressing the hip down rather than reaching the arm up. So you're allowing space at the side of your body, and we lower down. Other side, breath in nose, hand supports, side bend. Pressing the hip down, allowing space in the side of your body. And down. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in. Nod the chin, look down. Finding a place that feels good for your body. Always move with breath. And slowly coming down. Let's interlace our fingertips now. Turn the palms towards me, breathe in to prepare, and slowly a gentle flexion of the spine. So as you flex your spine, that means round the back, scoop the abdominals and separate the shoulder blades, nod the chin. So there's a lot going on. We try to stack the best we can the spine. Then we round the back and start to engage the abdominals with the breath out. And lift. Again, if this is too much, just press your hands away. You're still enabling extension of the spine and flexion, nod the chin. Shoulders always away from the ears. So we avoid hunching. Last one. And coming on in. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and turn in lengthways on your mat. Our sit bones, the bones of our pelvis are even, so we're going to avoid hunching down. And the best way to do that is find that place with your hips that feels good and legs slightly apart. And we might actually open the knees so we're laterally rotated. Hip space, lower back release. Reach your arms out, elbows below the shoulders. These are all little tips that I will give you in class as well. We're going today, breathe in, and as you exhale, start to now add rotation in the spine. And back to center. And then we'll twist away and back to center. Again, if this is too much, drop one leg down, just for a little bit of support. And this way your thighs, your hips will not cramp up. Keep going, please. Often I see people going, oh, my quads, the front of the thighs, my hips. So you will adjust your body to allow the movement. Pilates is resistance work. It's your own body's resistance. Unless we add a prop today, it's no props. We exhale, rotate the spine, squeeze into the back area of the shoulders, and we'll do one more each way. Squeezing into my left side of my spine, reset center, and the other way. And come back on in. Perfect. We're going to take the legs out once again, laterally rotate, sits bones even, but today we're going to hold the back of the knees, middle hamstrings, and top of that thigh, the hamstring. Breathe in nose, and as we exhale, hold the back of the legs, tilt the pelvis gently around the back. So I don't want you to go too low. Rib to hip connection that we talk about, and restack on up. And again, nod the chin, slowly flex the upper back, scoop the tummy until you feel the brakes. So the brakes are on the core, stops us from losing it and falling down. And I often see that in class, people go too low and they lose that connection with the core that we talk about. Breath in, exhale, scoop round the back, hold the legs, restack the spine. And this is beautiful. You're creating space between your discs and your vertebral column. You're holding the back of your legs, pressing feet down, so you engage that resistance in your core. We're going to do one more, please. And slowly rebuilding up. Now, we're going to travel all the way down. So as a beginner's class, you can hold your legs, slowly resist, feet stay anchored, and very carefully find the back of your head on your yoga block. The neck is in its natural curve, and we're going to have the feet close to the buttocks. All right, everybody. So we're going to call this our neutral spine, our natural curve of our back. This is neutral. When we imprint, we inhale and we press the lower back into the mat, into the earth, and we have a flat back. There's no gap and the stomach muscles are engaged to protect your spine. Let's come into neutral. So we have our belly button above the pubic bone. As we slide our pelvis, we imprint. Now, depending on the curvature of the person's spine, I've got quite an arch, so my belly is higher than my pubic bone. Generally, most people have belly and pubic bone on the same plane. It doesn't really matter, as long as you know your natural and then your imprint. From here, we're going to lift one leg up and lower it down. Alternate your other leg up and lower it down. Meanwhile, shoulders open, collarbones open. We breathe in and we exhale. If you lose the breath, don't worry about it, just breathe. Don't be too bothered about, oh, did she say inhale, exhale, and you lose the motion. I want you to think about, I'm lifting my leg with my stomach muscles, my hip flexors, your corset muscles, your obliques. As your leg lifts, you'll get a nice lengthening of that lumbar spine. Good. And the shoulders relax, so there's no tension. As we build up strength in our neck and upper core, we might lift up in flexion, but not today. Today is about learning how to move mindfully. Let's do one more each leg. Back of my arms pressed into the earth, so I'm active in my posterior chain, as you should be, please, everyone. So now what we're going to do is start to lift the leg, flex the knee. We call this bent tabletop leg. Extend, come in and lower. Other leg. Flex, extend, flex, come in. One more time on each leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and we land. Last one. And we lower. Beautiful. Let's start to work on some front layer rectus abdominis muscles. Neck long. Take your hand, slide it to the back of your neck. I might actually show you from my device level. So we're going to take your hand, your right hand, slide it at the base of your neck up to the base of your skull, nod the chin, imprint, exhale to float your head, neck, shoulders. Look how high I am, guys. Head, neck and shoulders, back of the ribs down, one hand supporting the back of my neck. Beautiful. The other hand will lift above the thighs, lower to your yoga block and flex for 5. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 3. Notice my neck is long, 2, and you're really using your abdominal muscles to lift. Let's just do one more and pause there. Switch hands and lower back down. I can see my elbow in my peripheral vision. Up, so my elbow's not down rather, it's up. I can see it, it's lengthening. Good, and not pulling my neck. 2 more. How are we going? Excellent. We'll just do one more and hold it there. Both hands out and come on down. Let's go into the shoulder joint. Shoulder mobility. Scapula, that's your shoulder blade, moving on your back. Now, if you have any shoulder injuries or issues, of course, make the motion smaller. Soft elbows so we don't lock the joint. Inhale, inhale. Or inhale, exhale, as long as you don't hold the breath. Let's go 5, 6, 7, and 8. Both hands up, turn your palms in, expand your chest, squeeze your middle back, lift your arms. Expand and open your chest, your rotator cuffs of your shoulders, and lift your arms. Let's go 2 more, and up, and last one, coming up. Beautifully done, everybody. We're going to slowly turn and face ourselves to the front. Very slow. Your top hand will press down, your elbow will push into the earth, and we slowly rotate to come in. Excellent work. Come on in and sit side, please. Front leg, top leg bent. And we're going to go into what's called a mermaid. Palm down, elbow bent. Just reach into a side bend, bend your elbow and come on up on the fingertips. Bend your elbow, come on up on your fingertips. Let's go 2 more. So I'm bringing in some side lateral flexion from that little bit of flexion of your upper back. Pause on the last one. Rotate, release the lower back. Come on up and down. Very, very simple, but very effective. Let's go ahead and shake the legs the other way. Also, you can have one leg out like this if it's too much to have the leg back, okay? So otherwise, this is our mermaid position that we do in class. Hand beside your thigh, and let's go left palm up, breathe in. Side bend. Squeeze into that rib to hip connection we talk about. Side, extend and flex. Neck long breath in to exhale. And last one, over and coming on in. Beautiful. Untangle the legs. As I said, this is a short series here. Flex the feet. Dorsiflex the feet, or sometimes we point plantar, the angle of your ankle. Today we're going to flex, knees bent, and we might turn out laterally, please. Stomach muscles engaged with the breath. Breathe in again into the ribs, and exhale, draw the abdominals back. Let's reach our arms out in front. Everyone nod the chin. Round your upper back, dive into the imaginary pool, scoop the tummy back, stretch the shoulders, and slowly rebuild your spine one vertebra at a time until your chin comes parallel to your mat or on a shelf. Spine stretch forward. Breathe in. Slowly exhale like a wave. Your abdominals are like a wave. And come on up. Let's go ahead and do one more. Breathe in. Making space in your core as your stomach muscles draw back. And exhale to restack up. Elbows pulled back, chest expansion. A little bit of posterior chain strengthening. Elbows draw back, expand the chest. Squeeze into your middle back muscles for posture. Let's go 4, reach. Remember what I said, elbows below the shoulders. 2 more. And last one, stop. 1 of each. Breathe in, dive. Exhale, restack. Breathing forward. Exhale, pull back. And one more time. We dive, hamstrings, lower back stretch, come on up, squeeze in the back of your shoulders and up forward. Beautifully done. Okay, everyone, we're turning over. So we're going to move our yoga block. And just coming now onto what we call all fours quadruped. So if you have any knee issues, I would say put a towel across your mat and place your knees just on that towel. And we're going to untuck the toes. Wrists, no pressure, we pull up. So I don't want you heavy in the wrists. Spread your fingertips and elbows rounded. So there's a lot to do with setup. We're going to be in our flat back neutral, draw the abdominals in. And as we exhale, I want you to round your back and let your head relax your neck. Cat. Breathe in, soften the elbows, pike the tailbone, and gently extend the chest. Extension of the spine, camel, we call this. In my books, we call this cat. And camels, some people call it cat-cow. I'd rather you understand that you're stretching the muscles in your back, letting the head, neck relax, and then extending your heart, your chest, your abdominals. There's no weight in your wrist, you're pressing up out of the earth. Please, let's go ahead and do one more. Fill the lungs with oxygen, scoop the tummy the best you can and flex. we're going to tuck the toes. We're going to either pause here and finish off the class, if that's what feels good for you. Otherwise, we're going to soften the elbows. Take a big breath in, hover the knees, and press back carefully, legs wide, bend your knees into a modified downward facing dog. Push the mat away with your palms. Your knees are bent. This is a gorgeous stretch on the back of your body. Loosen up the head. Intermediate would be straight legs, piking the bottom. We are beginners level here, so we're learning the movement, and then we slowly come on down and we face the front. One leg over the other, rolling into the wrists. Everybody, you're complete. So we did a gentle Pilates modified flow. We will build up on these exercises, but remember, pace yourself and every day a little bit at a time. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my page to friends that can also benefit from Pilates. Thank you everyone. Bye for now.